My mom lied about my dad my whole life until I found his letters. My mom, Piper, used to say that he left us when I was just 2 years old, walked out the door and never looked back. According to her, he wanted nothing to do with me. She described him as a heartless man who refused to pay child support and left her to struggle alone. Every year on my birthday, she'd get teary-eyed and remind me how hard she had to work to make ends meet because he never lifted a finger. By the time I was in grade school, I had already created a villain in my head. A selfish father who didn't care about me, didn't send cards, and completely disappeared from my life. When I was around 8, I once asked if I could try to contact him. My mom pulled out a court document, full of legal jargon and official-looking stamps, and told me it proved that he had willingly given up his rights. I didn't fully understand it, but I believed her. Before I could really read it, she took it away. At 10, when one of my classmates' parents went through a nasty divorce, her dad fought to stay in her life. I remember asking my mom why mine hadn't done the same. She looked me in the eye and said, "Because he didn't want to. He told me he never wanted to see you again." That night, I cried myself to sleep. By the time I turned 12, I started getting gifts on my birthday and Christmas, supposedly from my grandmother who lived far away. My mom would tell me how much Grandma loved me, unlike some people, she'd add. I'd write thank you notes for the gifts, and Mom said she'd mail them. I never got any replies. Years passed. When I was 18, curiosity got the better of me, and I tried to search for my dad online. My mom caught me. She flipped out, said I was ungrateful after everything she'd sacrificed. She didn't talk to me for days. I felt so guilty, I promised her I'd never try again. She hugged me and said, "You're all I've got." Then everything changed when I was 21. I was just scrolling through social media when a profile popped up under people you may know. His name was Atlas, and we shared the same last name. He looked a lot like me. Clicking on his profile, I saw photos of him with his father, named Lester, the same name my mom said belonged to the man who abandoned me. My heart dropped. I sent Atlas a message asking if Lester was his dad and if he knew anything about me. He replied immediately. "He's been searching for you for years." I got Lester's number from him. When I called, the first thing he said was, "Bella, is that really you?" We spoke for hours that night. He cried. I cried. The next day, I met him in person, and he brought a huge box. Inside were hundreds of unopened letters he had written to me over the years, birthday cards, holiday wishes, even drawings he made when I was little. Every one of them had been returned. He showed me bank statements proving he paid child support every single month. Legal files revealed he had fought in court to get visitation, but kept getting denied due to technicalities. He had even tried to register himself as my emergency contact at school, but was blocked each time. Then came the real shocker. The court document my mother had shown me years ago wasn't about him giving up rights. It was a restraining order she filed against him, accusing him of harassment because he wouldn't stop trying to see me. And the birthday presents I thought were from Grandma? All from him, sent to my grandmother, who then passed them on to my mom. When I confronted my mother, she didn't deny anything. She just said, "I did what I had to do. He would have poisoned you against me." When I asked why she lied about child support, she said she wanted me to appreciate how hard she worked. When I asked about the returned letters, she said she was protecting me from disappointment. 2 months later, I moved in with my dad. I wanted to know the man who never stopped loving me, even when he was pushed away. My mom now tells everyone that I betrayed her, that I turned my back on her after everything she did as a single mom. She's turned many of my relatives against me. But then I found something in the box my dad brought, a letter he wrote to her when I was 5, begging her to let him see me. He even offered her full custody and double the support payments, just for occasional visits. Her reply was attached. It said, "Stay away or I'll make sure she hates you forever." That was the moment I knew my whole life had been a lie.